He wants to sell his daughter. When Brenda Hardy first heard her husband's proposal, she thought he had finally lost his mind. Yet he was serious, and his reasoning had a strangely plausible angle. In a society where families teeter on the brink of desperation, offering their daughters for sale at the wedding market wasn't as unusual as one might think. In fact, all marriages in that social sphere ultimately boiled down to transactions. Of course, openly discussing such blatant commercialism was considered rather low class, but the Hardy family was hardly in a position to make judgments. Most importantly, there was Erna. She would surely be a highly sought-after prize. Ultimately, Brenda Hardy accepted her husband's outrageous suggestion, masking her unease. This kind of venture was a race against time, and they aimed to secure a match by the end of summer. "Madam, Miss Erna has arrived." Just as the lines on Countess Meyer's forehead deepened in concern, a maid delivered the news. Brenda Hardy rose from her seat, momentarily forgetting her composure. "Come here, Erna. I've been waiting for you." As Erna entered the drawing room, she received a warm greeting. Countess Meyer, having put down her fan, turned her gaze toward Erna. Despite her new wardrobe, Erna still wore a simple rustic dress. "Come here and greet Countess Meyer," Brenda urged, her voice tinged with anxiety. Erna appeared as shy as a country girl in front of the stranger, and Brenda's heart raced at the thought of Victoria Meyer leaving her seat at any moment. "Hello, ma'am. My name is Erna Hardy." Erna approached with a slight bow and managed to greet the Countess with the right amount of decorum. Countess Meyer's sharp eyes scrutinized Erna from head to toe. "How do you find her, madam? Do you like our Erna?" Unable to endure the silence any longer, Brenda broke the tension. "I see you weren't exaggerating." Countess Meyer, with a curious expression, nodded in agreement. Then, with graceful poise, she rose and walked toward Erna. "Pleasure to meet you, Miss Hardy. Let's make this work." The Countess extended her gloved hand for a handshake. "I'm Victoria Meyer, and I will be overseeing your chaperoning." A moment of silence. As the sound of scissors cutting through fabric faded, the bedroom fell silent once more. Erna, nearly sprawled over her desk, diligently worked with her hands. After a long sigh, she straightened her back, her eyes gleaming with joy and satisfaction as she admired her finished peony. She had a habit of concentrating on her work whenever her mind felt cluttered. This was an old routine for Erna. After assisting Mrs. Grieve in creating and selling artificial flowers, it became second nature to reach for scissors when lost in thought. It served her well, allowing her to clear her mind while also earning a living. Though it felt a bit odd to bring her work along, for Erna, these activities had become an extension of herself.